And start to take some nice deep breaths here. Breathing in through the nose. Sorry, Catherine, I'm on mute. Yeah, you did it. Thank you, I saw you. Just finding our way to this nice, calm place. And like I say, you know, if the mountain that you had to climb or the big thing that you had to do was just make it to your mat this morning, then that part you did. We're here, ready to practice, whatever the practice means to us today. Settling into the space, sitting nice and tall, really grounding down through the sits bones, starting to visualize our body and how amazing our body is, and moving today with really like bringing joy into the movement, joyful breathing, trying to really remember through every movement and breath what amazing thing our bodies are and how wonderful it is that we can move them in this way. So keeping to lengthen through the spine and the neck, sitting really nice and tall whilst grounding down through the sits bones. Roll the shoulders back a couple of times and let them settle naturally where they need to settle, but at least opening up the chest and the heart center, keeping that lengthening sensation going. We're going to just take 3 really deep breaths. So bringing the right hand to the belly, the left hand to the heart, breathing in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. One more deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And keeping the hands there or just gently resting them on the knees, keeping the eyes closed or just bringing the gaze down. We'll open up the practice, chanting 3 Oms together. We'll start with a short mantra meditation, a kirtan, a call and response. Although here in the Om Shala, we can just sing along however we want to. And we'll sing to the guru, but I like to think of this guru as being you, your inner guru, your inner guide, your intuition, knowing what's right for you and what you need to do. One more time. Just sitting in this space, feeling the vibration of the sound, feeling your breath begin to settle. Take a lovely deep breath in here. And exhale through the mouth. One more time, inhaling deeply through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. From here, we can turn our playlist on that's posted in the group chat if you want to practice with music today. I love to practice with music, but sometimes when I've not been able to access the music for whatever reason, if it's virtual or something like that, I just practice without, and it's really nice in a different way. It's about whatever we have in our practice today, our practice, our body. So just folding forward here, reaching your arms forward. Folding forward, resting the forehead down. Do you want to make a little pillow with your hands, or just reaching the arms forward? Feeling that grounding sensation by the head connecting down to the earth. Maybe moving the head gently from side to side, just massaging the forehead gently. And then walking the hands over to the right side. The right elbow will be slightly bent, stretching through the left arm a little bit more. The forehead can connect with the earth or can rest on your knee. And then walking it over to the other side. Bending slightly through the left elbow, reaching through the right. And then coming back to center and rolling back through the spine, almost dragging the hands towards you, rolling through the spine, coming to sit, rolling the shoulders back, reaching the arms up overhead. Breathing here and then reaching over to the right side. Right hand presses down into the mat, left arm reaches over, keeping that left hip and sits bones grounded down, and then switching sides. Reaching over, reaching all the way through the right side of the body, and then coming to center, taking a gentle twist here. Right hand comes behind you, left hand is on the outside of the knee, and just lengthening and twisting very gently, looking over the right shoulder behind you, breathing here. And then coming around to the other side. Nice deep breaths as we move. Inhaling and exhaling. Feeling the tight spots, the spaces that you need to work on today. And just observing that, no judgment. Coming back to center, interlacing the fingers, reaching the arms forward, rounding out the shoulders in the back, dropping the head down between the shoulders, breathing here. Nice few breaths as we open up the shoulders, and then hands come just behind the seat, squeezing the shoulders together, opening up the front line. Head can drop back or can stay in line with the spine, and just bringing some gentle movement in here, breathing as we go, inhaling and exhaling. Coming onto all fours, coming into your tabletop. Just gently moving your body here, side to side, swaying, moving the hips, and then walking the hands forward a little bit, allowing the hips to just sink down, coming into a soft upward facing dog, gazes up. Keep the movement going, keep the hips moving gently from side to side, and then coming back, seat all the way back to heels into a child's pose just for a moment, and then rolling all the way up again. Sinking the hips down, breathing as we lift our gaze up, and then coming back to a tabletop, And just moving through a few cat-cows here. So pressing into the ground as we round out the spine, and then inhaling, dropping the belly down, looking up. We want to be aware of every vertebrae here and the connections in between, and just move into that space. As we move and round out the spine, we want to kind of scoop the pelvis forward, so it's like a moving back and forwards and up and down at the same time. So we're getting everything going, warming everything up. And then from here, come to a nice tabletop, really making sure that the wrists are stacked below the shoulders, the knees stacked below the hip, and then reach the right leg up and behind you, and then balancing into your left hand and left knee, grabbing hold of the right ankle, just opening things up here, finding where your knee and your hand placement on your left side needs to be in order to find that balance. And just holding on to that right ankle, opening things up, breathing here. And then exhale, releasing down and stretching the right leg out to the side, coming up, bringing the right hand to the right hip and reaching over with the left arm, looking up at the left elbow crease, left palm of the hand, breathing here. And then exhale, releasing down, other side. So making sure that your right knee and right hand are in the right place. Maybe your right hand is in line with your knee, or it's just out a little bit. Mine needs to come out to the side a little bit. Lifting that left leg up, grabbing hold of the left ankle and just kicking back into the left hand, opening out the left side of the body, really pressing the foot into the hand, breathing here. And then exhale, releasing it down, then stretching that left leg out to the side, rising up, left hand to left hip, reaching the right arm up and over. So we feel a lovely stretch in the left leg and the right side of the body. Breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling, coming down. This time coming down to sit on your heels. So tucking your toes under, sitting back on your heels and feeling that deep stretch in the soles of your feet and your toes. Rising up, it can be really uncomfortable. If it's too uncomfortable, don't do it. But if you can hold it here for a few moments, just feel the sensations, the feet opening up, and inhale the arms forward and up. And then exhale back and down 2 more times. Inhale them forward and up. And exhale back and down 1 more time. Big movements with the arms and shoulders. Inhale forward and up. Exhale back and down, releasing the feet, just tapping the feet out. The tops of the feet just tap out, releasing any tension there. And then tucking them under again and pressing back into your downward dog. And moving here in your downward dog. Moving the hips from side to side. Walking the dog, soft, gentle walking motions. Heels coming down to the mat, maybe touching down, maybe not, just going in that direction. And then stepping the feet nice and wide as the mat. Reaching the left hand back to grab the outside of the right ankle, looking up under the right armpit, and just gently pulling back. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Releasing the left hand, reaching back with the right. The outside of the left ankle, gazing up under the left armpit, breathing here. And then releasing. Walking the feet halfway up the mat, stepping them even wider than the mat. Feet, toes are out, heels are in, bending the knees, hands rest gently on the knees. You can even walk them wider if you need to. And then exhale as you fold forward. And then pressing into the knees, round up through the spine, halfway, head comes up last. And then exhale forward again, undulating the spine, warming things up, rolling up and down. As you come up, allow the head to just hang heavy. And then exhale, folding forward again, a couple more times. Rolling up, really use your hands to press into your knees to help you roll up. This time as you exhale, fold forward, bring the hands down to stabilize you and walk the feet in, heel toe the feet in about hip distance apart. Keep them a little bit bent, the knees. Grasp opposite elbows and just sway here. Swaying gently from side to side. Keeping the knees bent or micro bent. Just allowing that head to hang heavy, relieving any tension from the shoulders and the neck. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. Now allowing the hands, releasing the hands, allowing the arms to hang heavy. Start to roll up very slowly through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then as you come up, exhale and fold forward again, undulating the spine again. Very gently roll up through the spine. And then exhale, fold forward. Bringing the left hand down, bend deeply into that left knee and reach that right arm up, opening out the right side, gazing up to the ceiling. You can keep that right knee bent too if you need to, or begin straightening it. Gazes up, breathe here, and then release switch side. So bringing the right hand down, bending deeply into that right knee, straightening the left leg if that's available, opening out to the left side, gazing up, breathing here, inhaling and exhaling, and releasing down, micro bending the knees, rolling up slowly through the spine. Come to stand, roll the shoulders back, walk to the top of the mat, roll the shoulders back, inhale the arms up overhead, and then exhale, circle them round and down. Inhale, reach them forward and up, and exhale, circle them round and down. This time, pressing your hands into a prayer in front of your heart center. Take a moment here to set an intention for your practice, to remember the joyful movement, bringing that joyful quality into your practice today, that amazement at your body and everything your body can do, and that it's your practice and it's today. Breathing in. Exhale, arms by your side, setting up for Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, pressing the palms together, reaching the arms up overhead. And then exhale, folding forward, moving as if we're moving through water. So bringing a real quality of a flow into the practice. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog, and exhale, push it back to downward facing dog. Staying here for 5 deep breaths. Making any of the movements that you need to make. Remembering to draw the shoulders away from the neck and the ears. Nodding the head yes. Shaking the head no. Gentle movements and flubbering out the lips. Pedaling the legs. Inhaling the right leg up high behind you. Lifting it up high, high, high. Bending the knee, opening out the hip. Circling the ankle in one direction. Circling the ankle in the other direction. And nice big movements from the hip. Big circles going one way and big circles going the other way. And gently stepping that leg, that right foot down and lifting that left leg up high behind you. Opening out the hip, bending the knee, circling at the ankle, and then circling at the hip. And then releasing that left foot down, just coming into your downward dog, taking a moment here in your downward dog, breathing here. Inhaling. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, press the palms, reach the arms up overhead, gazing up at the hands. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, press the palms, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward and touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step back, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Pedaling the legs here. Moving from one side to the other. On the next inhale, step that right foot forward between the hands. Bring the back knee down and just fold forward here over this low lunge. Take a moment here. And then lengthening that right leg, set the heels back so you're folding forward into a half split. And we're going to just gently move back and forwards, bending and straightening. So bending the front knee, straightening the front leg. Bending and straightening. One more time. Inhale as you bend. Exhale as you straighten. Just folding forward here. Making sure your hips are squared. Folding forward. If that right leg is bent, it's absolutely fine. Breathing here. Inhaling. Exhale, bend into that front knee. Tuck the back toes under. Step that right leg back into a downward dog. Just move it side to side. And then gently step that left foot forward in between the hands, bringing the back knee down and just folding forward here for a moment. Just allow the head to rest down. Allow yourself to sink a little bit deeper into the hips. And then sit the hips back. Lengthen that left leg. Fold forward here. Fold the head forward. Then we're just going to move back and forwards, bending and straightening. Starting to warm up and release that hamstring. Bending, straightening. This time as you sit back and straighten the leg, just stay here for a moment, fold it forward. Allow the head to fold forward. Square the hips. Breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. One more lovely deep round of breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, bend into that left knee, tuck the back toes under, step that left foot back into your downward dog. Just pedal it out a little bit here. Gazes at the gap in the back of the legs, the back of the room. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, press the palms, rise all the way up. Reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, arms by your side. One more time. Inhale, press the palms, reach the arms up overhead, even bending back a little bit. Exhale, folding forward and touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Staying here for a few breaths. Finding a place of stillness here, or keeping those micro movements going. Really pressing the ground away from you. Not holding any tension in the head or the neck, just pressing the ground away from you. Maybe bringing a little micro bend into the lower back. Imagining the chest is coming forward to meet the front of the thighs. Pressing back, breathing here, inhaling. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, press the palms, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Sorry, Namaskar. Inhale, bend the knees, sit low in your chair. Press the palms, reach the arms up overhead. Stay here just for a moment. Glance down and check that you can see your big toes. Sit the seat back, tucking in the tailbone. There's so much going on here. Drawing in the belly, pressing the palms, drop the shoulders, gazes up, breathe here, inhale. And exhale, fold it forward, touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, coming into warrior one. Press the palms, reach the arms up, gazes up, knee is bent, right knee is bent, back leg is straight up behind you, heel is down. A nice, powerful, strong pose, imagining and cultivating that inner warrior that we need. Gazes up, breathe in. Exhale, release the hands down, stepping it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog, stepping that left foot forward. Warrior one, pressing the palms up, reaching up, gazes up. You can even press your fingers into a sword mudra where you bind your fingers, but your pointer fingers are pressed up. That can bring your point of focus to the end of the fingertips. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale, releasing the hands down, step that left foot back, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, sit low in your chair. Find that chair behind you. Press the palms, reach the arms up. Stay here, sit a little bit lower, squeeze the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, fold it forward, touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step that right foot forward, coming into warrior one. Press the palms, reach the arms up. Bend that knee a little deeper, gazes up, inhale. And on the exhale, open out to warrior two. Gazes forward, gazes calm but strong. Gazes focused. Breathing here, inhale. And exhale, just staying here for another moment. Inhaling and exhale. Start to lift that back heel up. Draw that left arm forward and then reach the right arm back. So revolving the warrior two, reversing it. So now our right arm is back, looking over our right fingers. Left arm is forward. Back heel is lifted. Sink a little deeper and then reverse again. Right hand comes down the back of the left thigh. Reach that left arm up. Take it back just a little bit. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, release that left hand down so it's parallel with the right foot. Reach the right arm up, just opening out. Taking a little twist here. Breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Release that right hand down to the inside of the right foot. Bring the back heel down and walk the hands to the back of the mat. So turning the feet, left foot points to the back of the mat. Bringing that back heel down, coming up into a warrior one, facing the back of the mat. So just moving things around a little bit, changing the focus here. Reach the arms up, bend that left knee, and then open out to warrior two. Holding steady in your warrior two. Sinking a little deeper through the hips. Reaching the arms from fingertip to fingertip. Gaze is really over the front middle finger. Fingers are pointing forward in a nice straight line. Breathe here. And then start to draw that right arm forward. So down across the front of the body, lift that back heel up, lift the arms up and then reach back with that left arm. So your gaze is back heel is up, gaze is back over the left fingers, reaching the right arm forward, then dropping that left hand back, reaching that right arm up. Everything's happening here, twisting and reaching and stretching. Breathe here, and then gently place that right hand down parallel with the left foot and open out to the left side. Left arm is straight up, reaching up, gaze is up, breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling. Release that left hand down to the inside of the left foot and walk the hands across the long line of the mat to the top of the mat. Turn the right foot forward, step that left foot forward. And heel toe the feet out so they're about hip distance apart here. With your peace fingers, just hook around your big toes and gently pull on your toes as you fold forward. Elbows are coming out to the side, head is hanging down. And you're breathing here. I can feel my shoulders, my scapula opening here. Pulling gently forward. One more breath here, inhale. Exhale, release the hands and slide the hands underneath the feet. So sole of your foot and palm of your hand are touching. Toes are in the wrist crease. You can bend your knees as much as you need to here. You can pedal out your legs here if you need to, or you can just fold forward here, stretching the legs, folding forward, inhaling and exhaling. Nice deep breaths, even though your belly's compressed. Inhaling and exhaling. One more nice deep breath in here. Exhale, release the hands, micro bend the knees. Sit low, actually bend the knees, sit low in your chair, reach the arms up. Exhale, arms by your side. Just shake out the feet, shake out the hands. There's nothing rigid here, really imagining this flowing movement through your body and your breath. Nice smooth inhales and exhales, nice smooth movements. Coming back into your chair, pressing the palms, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward and touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, coming into your warrior one, pressing the palms, reaching the arms up. And then exhale, open out to a warrior two. Begin to straighten that front leg. Walk that back foot in a little bit if you want to shorten your stance. And as your left hip starts to move back, your torso starts to move forward, reaching through the right fingertips and then folding, coming into Trikonasana. Wrapping your peace fingers around your big toe, or top of the hand presses into the ankle, reaching that left arm up, gazes up. Really trying to draw that left hip back, open out, breathe here, inhaling and exhaling. One more lovely deep breath in here. Exhale, bring the gaze down, move from here into your half moon, bending into that right knee. Right hand comes in front of the right foot, maybe a foot in front. I like to bring my left hand to my left hip as I lift my left leg up and straighten through my right leg. And when I've found that space where I'm balancing, then I lift my left arm up. But however you move into this, it's how you're moving into it today. It's where your body, your breath, your mind are. It's bringing all those things into balance. That's what the aim of the practice is, to bring everything into this calm and balanced state. Lifting that leg up. Gaze can be down, gaze can be up. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, bringing that left hand down, square the hips, step that left foot down about halfway into a pyramid. So square the hips, inhale, lengthen here, and exhale, gently fold forward. Hands can be pressed into the mat. You can be on fingertips, or you can draw your hands behind you, reversing your prayer. Pressing the hands together, fingers are up, heels of the hands are down, folding forward here. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. As you inhale, lengthening through the spine, and exhale, fold it a little bit further forward. One more breath here, inhale and exhale, releasing the hands down, bringing the left hand to the outside of the right foot, reaching that right arm up. If that left hand doesn't fall to the outside of the right foot, keep it on the inside, it's fine. Adjusting your back foot, I always need to move my foot out a little bit, so my toes are out, my heel is in, reaching that right arm up, breathing here, feeling a deep stretch in the glutes, the back of the side of the hamstring. Reach that right arm up, breathe here, inhale. Exhale, releasing the hands down to the mat, stepping it back, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog, stepping that left foot forward, coming into warrior one. Press the palms, reach the arms up, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Don't lose the bend. Reaching the arms, fingertip to fingertip, and then begin straightening that left leg. Walk the back foot in, allowing the hip to move back as the torso moves forward, feeling that stretching sensation before folding. Then folding, reaching up through fingertips, breathing here. Just draw that hip back a little bit, gazes up, breathing here, inhaling and exhaling, bringing the gaze down. Bend that left knee, coming into half moon. So left hand travels forward about a foot in front of the left foot, lifting that back leg up, opening up the hips, stacking the hips, reaching that right arm up, folding, stretching, reaching. The weight is pulling you down, but you're reaching up at the same time, creating space. Breathing here, inhale. And exhale, release that right hand down. Square the hips and step the right foot gently back, halfway down the mat, coming into a pyramid. Make sure the hips are squared as you fold forward. Lengthen through the spine, the neck. Folding forward here. Hands can be placed where you want them to, but if you did a reverse prayer, the last one, bring it here onto the left side, just to balance everything out, turning the right toes out a little bit. If you need to bend into that left leg, that's fine. It's finding what your body needs and wants today. Folding forward here, breathing, inhaling, and exhaling, releasing the hands down. And the right hand comes to the outside of the left foot or the inside. And maybe it's different on this side. Our bodies are different on either side. There's more or less flexibility. We're not exactly the same on either side. So reaching the left arm up, gazes up. Can feel quite awkward, really. Stretching and folding and reaching, gazes up. Just say thank you to your body here. Thank you. Reaching that left arm up. And exhale, placing both hands down, stepping both feet back, lower down through Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, push it back to downward facing dog. Pedal the legs out here. Move the hips from side to side. Breathing in, breathing out. Stepping that right foot forward, coming into a warrior one. Press the palms, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Come straight into a high lunge, reaching the arms up, lifting that back heel up, sinking a little deeper, bending at the elbows, opening things out, squeezing the scapula, the shoulders together, goddess arms, and then reach the arms behind you. Keep the shoulders squeezing. Interlace the fingers, draw the shoulders back, squeezing everything, opening up the heart center here, breathing here. Arms are reaching back, everything's reaching back, but we're still bending that front knee. Inhale here, exhale, release. Binding the front arms, the only arms that we have, binding them, wrapping your right arm underneath your left arm, coming into eagle arms, and then begin pushing the weight into that front bent knee, gently lifting that back leg up and wrapping it around the front leg. So we find ourselves here in eagle, binding once or double binding. If you want to stay with your spine lengthening and extending, just still keep squeezing the thighs together, sitting the seat back, or begin to fold it forward, bringing the elbows in front of the knees, gazes at the hands, breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. Start to unwind the legs, but keeping the arms where they are, kicking that left leg back into a warrior three, lifting that leg up, squaring the hips, breathing here, inhaling and exhaling, gently stepping that left foot back, bringing the heel down, releasing the hands and coming into a wide-legged forward fold, turning the toes in, heels out, just lengthening the spine here and then folding forward, releasing the head. Hands can remain where they are or walk them in line with the feet. Fold forward, imagining the crown of the head coming down. It doesn't have to be touching, just imagine it there. Breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. Start to turn the left foot out, walking the hands to the back of the mat. Finding your way into a warrior one here. Reaching the arms up. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Keep that back arm moving, sweeping it in front of the body, reaching forward, lifting the back heel up, finding a way to a high lunge, facing the back of the mat, left knee is bent. Then begin to squeeze the shoulders, bend at the elbows, allowing your head to just drop back slightly here. And then reach the arms behind you, interlacing the fingers, heels of the hands, press together, squeeze the shoulders, drawing everything back, really opening up that heart center. Breathing here, squeeze the shoulders, opening things up, inhaling. Exhale, release, bringing the arms in front of you. Left arm underneath, right arm binds. So right elbow on top of the left, and start to press the weight into that front bent knee, coming into a warrior three here. An eagle, sorry, first. So wrapping the right leg around the left leg. Lengthen the spine here. Fold forward. Squeeze those thighs. Squeeze the thighs. Sit back through the seat. Take another breath here. And then keeping the arms where they are, start to unbind the legs. Kick that right leg back. Coming into a warrior three. Folding forward, creating a straight line here, squeezing the arms. Breathe here. And then gently step that right foot back. Bring the heel down, release the hands. And coming into a wide-legged forward fold, walking them to the long line of the mat. Turn the heels out. Fold forward here. And then wrap the peace fingers around the big toes, just like we did before. And gently pull forward, allowing the elbows out to the side. Folding forward here. Breathing here. Inhaling. And exhaling. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bring the hands back to center. Turn the feet in. So we're going to heel toe the feet in and come into yogi squat from here. So sit the seat down and move gently from side to side in your yogi squat. Lifting one heel up, lifting the other heel up. Moving gently from side to side. Then bringing the right hand to the inside of the right leg. Reach it inside and then back and lift that left arm up. Moving as if we're moving through like water, just stretching from fingertip to fingertip. And you can take the bind here or just keep reaching those arms open. And then release, switch sides. Left hand comes to the inside of the left knee. Reach that right arm up and open. Breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. Sinking a little lower in the hips. Reaching that right arm up. Beautiful. Releasing the hands. Coming into a nice still malasana. Pressing the palms together. Elbows on the insides of the knees. Closing the eyes or lowering the eyelids. Lengthening the spine. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in, breathing out. Either staying here or coming into a Bakasana, crow pose. I know some of you love to practice that. It's great to practice the arm balances sometimes, just to see where we are with it. Staying in a nice, yeah, I knew you yogis would like the Bakasana. Just finding your way here. Maybe it's happening, maybe it's not, but just when we find that place of balance, just staying here for a moment. Beautiful. And then stepping or jumping it back. Lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Bending the right knee, drawing it in towards the nose. Just holding it here for a moment, protracting the shoulders. Holding here, feeling the heat building. And then gently placing it down into a pigeon. So right knee to right wrist. Squaring the hips here. Sitting up nice and tall before folding, almost reaching your arms back behind you. Breathing here. And then gently walking your hands forward. Resting your forehead down. Maybe moving the head gently from side to side. Taking a sigh of relief. Head can rest. Taking this time to rest, even just for a moment. Breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. And again, lifting the head, walking the hands back towards the hips and swinging that back leg all the way around, coming into a seated spinal twist. Left foot is outside of the right knee. Left hand comes behind you. Reach that right arm up and twist it round, hooking the elbow. Lengthen the spine here on the inhale, and on the exhale, twist. Using the tensions, the good tensions in your body to take the twist a little bit further. Breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. One more inhale and then release, coming around to the other side. And then coming into a double pigeon. So the right leg, you just need to have, your shin needs to be in line with the top of the mat. Left leg stacks on top, creating a triangle shape. And just sitting up nice and tall here first. Maybe hands just behind you to create that length in the spine. Breathe here and stay here, or walk the hands in front. But keep that length through the vertebrae. Slowly walking the hands forward. Breathing here. And then folding forward. If your hands are in front, resting the head down again. Breathing here. Inhaling. And exhaling. Breathing in. And breathing out. Walking the hands back, switching the legs. So placing your left leg down, reaching your right leg back behind you into pigeon. But reaching the hands behind you, or at least next to your hips before folding, just creating that lovely length. And then exhale, folding forward here. Into pigeon on the left side. Creating a pillow with your hands, or the forehead is resting down. Allowing thoughts to come and go. Allowing them to come and just pass through without attaching anything to them. Knowing if it's important, you can come back to it. And if it's not important, you can just let it go. It's going to happen. We can't stop our thoughts, but we can not react or respond to them always. Taking another deep breath there. And then lifting the head, walking the hands back towards the hips. Bringing the right leg all the way around for seated spinal. Really lengthening the spine before twisting. Creating that space. Inhaling and exhaling. Every breath is nourishing. Filling up your cells, your brain, your body. And then release, coming to the other side. And then stacking your legs for double pigeon. Creating that triangle. Noticing if it's different on this side. Lengthening the spine. Hands just drop just behind you first to create that opening and space. Almost puffing out the chest here. And then staying here or walking the hands in front of you. Gently walking them forward. Resting the head down. Taking another moment of rest here. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice deep breaths. Walking the hands back. And opening out the legs nice and wide. Flexing the feet, toes draw back towards you. Again, hands behind the seat as you lengthen through the spine. Move the flesh out from under the seat. And then walk the hands to the middle. And then just start folding forward here. Keeping the feet flexed. And take nice deep breaths here. If you can get all the way down, allow your head to rest down. Otherwise, just keep walking the hands bit by bit forward. And keeping the right elbow bent, bring it to the inside of the right leg and open out the left side. So the left arm, so you're opening out the chest here. Left arm is reaching up and over. Fingers are traveling towards the right toes. They don't have to be touching. We don't want to collapse forward. We really want to create opening here. Opening up space, creating space, breathing here. And then fold forward again, move through the center in a forward fold, and then bend at the left elbow. Left arm is to the inside of the left leg and opening out the right side. Breathing here. And then releasing. Coming to stand on your knees. Tucking the toes under or tops of the feet flat against the mat, hands to hips. Moving into Ustrasana. Maybe you don't go all the way back, that's fine. Just allow the hips to come forward a little bit. As the hips move forward in space, the heart center opens up, the head begins to drop back. Maybe that's where you are, hands on hips, or you reach back at the same time to grab both heels, continuing to push the hips forward. Head can drop all the way back or stay up a little bit. Keep pushing those hips forward. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Release. Bring the hands to a prayer. Fold forward into a child's pose. Bend the elbows, rest the head down and bring the prayer just to the back of your neck. So your prayer's resting the back of your neck as your forehead connects with the earth. And again, here we can say thank you to our bodies for being so amazing, being able to move in this way. Nice deep breaths here. Beautiful release coming onto your back. Coming into a bridge. Bending the knees, soles of the feet close to the seat. Just graze the back of your heels with your fingertips. And then really start with tilting the pelvis towards the belly button. So maybe do that a couple of times before even pushing up into your bridge. Just tilting that pelvis. And then tilting, pressing through the feet, pressing the hips up. I like to bend my elbows here and press my hands into my hips, creating like a little shelf. Breathing here, pushing the hips up, and then coming down. One round of breath. We'll do one more. Bridge or wheel. Back, yogi's choice. Pushing up. Pushing the hips up. Coming up into your wheel or your bridge. And then releasing the hips down. Drawing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a big hug. Moving from side to side. Holding onto the knees, starting to rock back and forwards. Coming into seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana, legs stretch out, feet are flexed, lift those arms up. One last time, reach them up to the ceiling. And then exhale as you fold forward. Takes me a few breaths to adjust into this pose, but it is one of my favorites. But I can't go straight in. I have to take time to kind of find the grip on my feet, allow my muscles to release in this way. As you're folding forward, everything, your thighs, your lower back, your shoulders, and then gently pull, resting the forehead down. Whether it touches the legs or hovers, just gently pulling. Great for tight lower backs. Really great for your shoulders as well. Breathe here. And then release. Come to laying on your back, coming into your shoulder stand or legs lifted. Pressing your hands into your lower back. Gaze is up. Wiggle your toes, gaze at your toes. So nice to be upside down. Good for your blood flow. And when you're ready, allow the legs to fold over the head. Halasana. Interlace the fingers, pressing the hands into the mat. Staying here or bending the knees either side of the ears. And then start to release. Pressing the hands into the mat, rolling out vertebrae by vertebrae. When we get to the lower back, really engaging through the core. Bringing the legs down slowly and with control. And coming into your fish pose, Matsyasana. Puff open the chest. Inhale to the crown of the head. Nice deep breath in through the nose and a big open wide mouth exhale. Letting go of any unwanted thoughts or emotions. A few more rounds of breath here. And then releasing any last movement you feel called to do. It's really nice to do a little supine twist here. You can bend one knee or both knees. Drop the legs to one side, looking over opposite shoulder. And then switch sides if you're in your supine twist. And then finding your way into Shavasana. Feet fall open, palms are facing the ceiling. Breath becomes a little bit more shallow. Just taking this moment for yourself. With a few breaths here. And very slowly start to make your way. Drawing your knees into your chest. Rolling over to one side. Start to make your way to a comfortable seated position. Together we'll close the practice with Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may my thoughts, words, and actions somehow contribute to that freedom and happiness of all. Because if all of us are not free, then none of us truly are. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your hands to a prayer in front of your heart center, bowing your head towards your hands, knowing and trusting that the true teacher lies inside of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for